probably have never complained about a consultant, but occasionally I've heard a complaint directed, not at me. So I'm here to clear up the myths around hiring consultants. 5 W's, 2 H's. Who, what, where, when. Oh, and I have extra time. Who, what, where, when, how, and how much. Now, in my world, I think consulting includes what you want and desire individuals to do. There we go. That would be maybe to augment your team, hire expertise, work with somebody on strategic planning. The one that's not on here is the secondary agenda. When you're working on a project, what else is it that you want included? This is me preparing for our first meeting. What are your needs really? What are the questions you want answered and the problems you need solved? That's what you need to focus on. In some of the RFPs I've looked at, there's assumptions and occasionally information missing. So it's important that it's crystal clear what you want and need. Economic development has its own language. So clarify what it is that you want and need at the very first meeting. In 90% of the projects I've worked on, I found that what is defined in project scope and what you really want sometimes are two different things. Maybe it's workable, so do talk about it, please. A good client relationship is like a business partnership versus a boss and an employee relationship. It's a collaborative approach, then it's a win-win. Who do you hire? This is the biggest question. Experience is great, or expertise is great, but experience and quality of character are important when you're looking for a consultant. When you interview on references, look for successes and failures. Who to hire? Look at the different skill sets. Maybe your project is so large that you need different skill sets or a team. Isn't that a lovely team? My grandson picked this picture out. When. The timelines around when to focus on the timing. Consider the things that can get in the way, like elections or changes in staff, or a procurement process that takes longer than anticipated. What is your plan A and B for timelines? When also includes effectively talking about your meeting goals when you meet. What is the goal of the meeting? What do you wish to achieve at the meeting? And how does it tie to your work plan? Oh, this is a great one. Communications has to be clear. What is the process? How will it work? Do you spend more time communicating about communicating than the actual project? It's really important to iron that one out as well. The where is always my favorite. Geographically, we are elected to this region, therefore businesses must conform to this region only. Businesses don't do that. It's a trade region or a region larger than just your community. When you hire a consultant to solve a problem you identified, they don't implement. Don't buy a dog and then bark for it. If you're directing the entire process, consider going back to your original why. Red flag. What internal politics or agendas are influencing your project? Your monkeys will influence the project, so it's good to get them on the table. This is a much more positive picture than the dead rat one I first looked at. A good consultant will identify project risks prior to and during the project. There are times when I have said no to a project because the only good answer is to do nothing. And that's a hard thing to hear, but sometimes it's possible. Consultants are an investment. So consider it to be a win-win solution, and it's a two-way street in working with consultants. There are some RFPs that I have responded to that require hourly projections of each team member, chain ratios and spreadsheets of hourly rates, and projected hours. No two projects are alike, so please know when we submit, it's a swag. Sorry, it is. Price is the value of an authentic partnership, and we will go the extra mile when all parameters are clear. A good consultant is considered an investment. Before you hire a consultant, consider the who, what, where, when, why, how, and how much. And as you guys don't look like this right now, I think this is a wrap.